You are tuning in to the Unbreakable Black Man podcast, where we talk about a variety of subjects that most don't want to talk about. Family, finances, work, and relationships are complicated things. So it is necessary that we work as a team. And I'm your host, the Unbreakable Michael Terrell. And I'm so glad you're here. Good morning. And welcome to Coolin's Morning Inspirations. I'm Michael Terrell, and I like to do this every morning just to, get everybody on a good start on something to think about. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about, every parasite needs a host, right? And, I don't come at things in no negative light, but just more into a realist point of view on things sometimes. And when I say every parasite needs a host, it means in order for something that can't produce life for themselves, or they can't create money for themselves, they can't provide a life for themselves, they have to depend on somebody else. A lot of times it's a kid depending on mama, and that kid grows up to become an adult, and that adult doesn't want to let go. After a certain point, that child becomes a parasite to its parents, and they'll suck the life out of their parents until life's not there no more. And once they're dead and gone, then they basically have to go to something else or somebody else, and you got to watch out for those type of people, because when you have those type of people, you think that they care about you. You think that they love you. You think that they have your best interest. But a lot of times it's not that they have your best interest. It's they have your best interest because they are feeding off of you. And whenever you have somebody that you can't disconnect from, and whenever you try to pull away, they try to double down. Think about it, right? Whenever somebody tries to take a parasite out of whatever it is, it grips on tight. Because even though it is necessary to be disconnected, that parasite knows that if the parasite gets disconnected from its host, that parasite might not make it. You know what I'm saying? And so you have people that are in relationships with people that are parasites. You have people that, if you're a people manager at a job, and you have somebody that you need to get rid of, but a lot of times they'll sit around and try to still be, a part of, whatever you got going on, and make it like they're here to support any and everything that you got going on. But in all actuality, all they're trying to do is do just enough to make sure that you can stay afloat so you can support, in a business aspect, right? People that don't come to work on time, but they know that you're a nice boss, so you're not going to do nothing about it. But you know that when they're not there, you're struggling, or when they're doing things or taking from you or draining the clock. There's a lot of things that you could look at in a business aspect to where you could be like, these people are parasites. They don't mean me no good. You have to know the difference, and you have to know the difference early on. when you in a relationship with somebody, when that person act like they can't work or give you advice or give you structure or give you peace or give you whatever it is that you want to say, like if that person, like if you have a stay-at-home wife and she can't provide structure and comfort at home, or if you got a man that's supposed to be, always working, but he's always playing 2K. Like, there's a lot of things. And then there's some that'll do the bare minimum, right? You got some people that'll do the bare minimum just to say that they're doing something. But they know that they could go harder, but they don't have to, because they know that they could lean on you. And as long as they know that they could lean on you, they will never grow as an individual. Because it's you either make it or you don't, right? In this world. And something that I try to tell people all the time is, I know this world can be a better place, but until then, you have to learn how to adapt to your environments. And a lot of times what people try to do to adapt to their environment is find a healthy host and hold on to them for dear life. And when they can become something other than a parasite, a lot of times they'll detach from you and move on to the next. Or say they drain you out, feel that you have nothing else to give them, and then move on to the next. And like I said, this isn't just in one thing. This is in relationships. This is in your job. This is some of your family members. This is some of your friends. This is everyday. You can find it everywhere. And it's sad to say, but it's the truth. And so you have to make sure that when you're out here during the day, right? Find out who you can run side by side with. Not someone who's trying to hold on to you, right? Because a lot of times, like, let's put this into perspective, right? If you was running away from somebody, you would be cool if you died because you had to tote your kids or something, right? So that's a little bit understandable. But then you have it where you would really die. You would sacrifice your whole life to try to pull somebody that don't even want to run, and nothing's wrong with them. They just depend on you to pull them. And you know that death is behind you, right? That's crazy. And that's like in real life, really. You don't want nobody that's draining you dry. Because at the end of the day, once you're dry, I promise you, they're not there. They're going to be gone. And then that's when the anger really settles in. Now you're really mad. So, before all that, it's easy just to recognize these things early. And once you recognize these things, play on it. Don't wait around. Don't think things are going to get better. I mean, of course, don't do nothing prematurely. But if somebody shows you their true colors, I don't think that it would be too smart to stick around for years when every year is a blessing and you're not guaranteed it. So, learn, love and laugh, man. That's what I say all the time. And know your friends, know your enemies. And if they're not your friends, at a blink of an eye, they can become your enemy. So, with that being said, thank you for listening to Coolness more than inspirations. I'm out. Thank you for tuning in to the Unbreakable Black Man Podcast. Remember to listen out for up and coming shows, and you can also follow me on all social platforms at Unbreakable BMP. If you would like to reach out with topic ideas, or even if you would like to be a guest on the show, you can always reach me by email at theunbreakablepodcast@gmail.com. As we close out, always remember your tongue is strong, but your mind is even stronger. So stop just talking about it and make shit happen.
If you're trying to find love, know it's hard to keep. Even when it gets tough and you wanna leave, take a look into your